Hey guys, and welcome to another trip report. Today's video will be mainly focused on the KLM's latest business class product, which can be seen on their Dreamliner fleet. It is their only direct aisle access product, which is becoming a standard these days. Our journey begins at the Prague airport. We will fly KLM 737 to Amsterdam, where we have 2-hour layover followed by a 11-hour direct flight all the way to Los Angeles. So I just checked myself in, look at my passport, and now I'm heading to the lounge located here at Terminal 2. And I just wanted to point out, am I the only one who thinks that the intra-European business class is kind of useless and overpriced usually? Here is the breakfast I got at the lounge, and now let's run to the gate, since I was late as always. Standard intra-European business class is configured exactly the same as economy class, with a middle seat blocked. I just wish we had better seats in front rows, just like the rest of the world has. For example, Delta Airlines, Korean Air, and Qantas. Sadly, there was no pre-departure service, however the cabin crew was nice. Breakfast menu was sufficient considering the overnight mark on the box, and the expectations were met. And here we are in the lovely Amsterdam. Connecting here is always quick and easy despite the airport being enormous. And as a business class passenger, I was granted an access into a KLM Crowns Lounge located at the non-Schengen terminal, which is way better than the Schengen one. The lounge gives a nice first impression. It definitely is spacey for a reason, especially at this time of the day, as the airport becomes very busy as many flights are departing around 10 AM. Hello you guys from the KLM Crowns Lounge at the non-Schengen area. I am so excited and surprised and impressed by KLM's lounge. It's so huge and I'm having my best time, as you can see. I was so excited to finally fly to the USA after 20 months of closed borders with Europe. And here is my baby, the longest Dreamliner 787-10, which will take us to Los Angeles. Hello, how are you today? It should be 10K. Yes, one of the first one to board, and it looks amazing. I felt so good when I entered the plane. The crew was so friendly and I felt very good vibe from the cabin. It felt calming. 787-10 has 38 flatbed seats in the business class cabin in 1-to-1 configuration, offering every passenger a direct aisle access. Keep in mind, Dreamliner is KLM's only plane that offers this kind of luxury at the moment, as other planes are configured in 2-2-2 layout, which is lacking of privacy. The cabin feels very modern and airy. As I was seated at the very last row of the business class cabin, I suspected I was gonna be left with only few last options available on the menu. I have tried to reserve my preferred meal before departure, but I was told that everyone was to be asked in an order, row by the row. If you care about your meal choice, get a front row seat. Although I picked the engine view over the food. Flight distance from Amsterdam to Los Angeles is about 5,578 miles, and it will take us around 11 hours to get there. Do you prefer long-haul flights over short ones as I do? Let me know. Since I'm a rookie in this, it would mean the world to me if you would consider clicking on the subscribe button below. It's free and I would be the happiest. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, let me show you my seat 10 kilo, which is located at the very last row of the business class cabin. I chose this seat for the extra privacy and wing view. However, the noise from the galley behind may be bothersome. I would rate the design and comfort of the seat as quite satisfying, however, I found the seat position settings to be a bit imperfect. You can't customize it much, it only offers a few options that can be adjusted. You have a nice big touchscreen of 18 inches, which is high quality and pretty responsive. I appreciate innovations, but the touch buttons are the worst thing ever. It never detects my fingers and it's mostly irresponsive. On the other note, the M&A ticket really surprised me, and it contains everything you need for an 11-hour flight. KLM knows how to work with branding, don't you think? And the headphones were of good quality and worked well. Let's look at the menu. And we are starting the meal with an appetizer, which was a Waldorf salad. So the Waldorf salad just arrived, and together with a soup, which is appetizer as well, and it looks delicious. I chose a salmon with udon noodles as my main dish. The fish was great, but I didn't like the taste together with noodles. After the meal, I prepared the bed. Sadly, there is no bedding. The pillow was comfy, however the blanket was not doing a great job keeping me warm. It was so thin and light. As we were cruising over the Atlantic, I tried KLM's internet connection. The package for the full length of the flight cost 18 euros and it was the best money spent on Wi-Fi ever. It was ultra fast considering being on the plane that I even started live streaming on my Instagram. And here is the screen recording that my friend made on the ground. Very smooth, right? A few hours into the flight, a lovely cabin crew approached me saying,
"Would you like a snack, sir? Cheesecake, ice cream, vegetarian club sandwich, or a Dutch meat croquette?"
Wow, amazing. I'll have the ice cream, I guess. So we are in the half of the flight. I love it. And I have my ginger ale and my ice cream with me.
Let me also show you this basket full of snacks that you can grab anytime throughout the flight. And now time has come to make a restrooms check. Lavatories are nice and clean, decorated with a tulip and equipped with some basic toiletries provided by Rituals. And I've been craving this one, the king of the burgers, aka 100% plant-based burger. I have no special dining or dietary demands, so I do prefer a classic beef burger, but it actually didn't disappoint at all. And the last meal on this flight was a selection of cheese served with grapes, nuts, and a cracker. Here we are slowly approaching the City of Angels. I enjoyed every second of this flight, however, if you belong to those who prefer a strictly formal customer service, KLM is not meant to completely satisfy yourself. Crew members are very friendly and enjoy making friends on board. Personally, I do appreciate rather a formal approach, and you will have a chance to see that in my upcoming video with Air France, coming up next week. So hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it. Thank you and see you next week.